Hi, my name is Michael. I am 25 years old from San Antonio, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
So what do you do in San Antonio for a living?
Loaded question. Very loaded question. A lot of people make fun of me because I have multiple jobs.
Why is that a make fun of?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but they do.
Sure.
My business partner at one of the jobs at Heroes Hideout, a card shop that I'm one of the owners of, he likes to tell everybody that I have like 8 or 9 jobs at any given time.
So you're a part owner of a card shop?
I'm part owner.
What's your percentage of ownership?
I own 30%.
30%. Okay.
Yes.
How'd you get 30%?
Well, when we were talking about opening the thing up, I wanted to be a less, I wouldn't say less present owner, but a less, less present owner.
Okay. Sure.
I wanted to be the guy in the back, kind of sitting like Wade from Kim Possible and doing all of the stuff in the background while he was on the ground doing all of the, not all of the heavy lifting, but most of the heavy lifting, the day-to-day work, the managing. And so we figured that a 70-30 split would help with that.
Okay, so the business partner like runs the business mostly?
Yeah,
the day-to-day?
yeah,
Okay.
and I do like the business.
How much did you put into it for that 30%?
Not very much, not very much. I think our actual split on paper was 700, 300. And
What?
then we put, well, I had a large collection of cards and he had a large collection of cards that we also just put into it.
Is this in a brick and mortar?
It is, yeah.
In San Antonio?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's off of 410 in Marbach, the SeaWorld area.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, and then what are the other jobs?
The other one is my main job, the one that I get the most income from, is a business consulting firm. It's my dad's business, owned and run for like 35, almost 40 years now.
Oh, so he's a business consultant?
Yes.
No,
yeah.
okay.
So we do everything from tax preparation, accounting, bookkeeping, consulting, and that's where I.
You don't consult people who get into tens of thousands of dollars of credit card debt, do you?
No, I tell them to not.
Why do you do it yourself then?
We'll get there.
We will?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. It makes sense. It makes sense. I promise. That's the second main job.
Wait, is Heroes Hideout your shop?
Heroes Hideout is my shop. Yeah.
Why'd you spend $810 at your own shop?
Shiny cardboard is a really addictive hobby. And I don't get discounts. I do now, but I didn't before.
Whose decision?
Both of us, both the owners.
Okay. What's your other job?
The other job that I make money from is, it's the side gig. It's the YouTube channel production company that we run.
They brought us a movie they made.
Yes, yeah. Greg and I, Greg behind the camera over there. We run a small production company.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
And that one does not bring very much in. At
so
all.
what do
It's
you
very
bring in
infrequent.
on a monthly basis on average total?
An average monthly for me is, I want to say 7,500.
Before or after taxes?
It'd be 6,500. That's after taxes.
Okay. Now, a lot of are you on a salary or distribution?
I'm on a salary for both. For both the card shop and for my dad's business, I'm on salary.
Okay.
I don't count.
What's your salary from
dividends
the
or
card shop?
distributions. I make
Why don't you count
300
distributions?
a week.
Wouldn't you get distributions?
Well, it's because distributions vary, so I don't put it in my monthly budget.
So is it not a very consistent business?
No, it is. It is. It's just, it's a newer one. It's been open for about a year.
What's your normal distributions on a monthly basis there?
I spend it. So that's
Okay.
where it comes
Well,
from.
why? Because you put the money, so you spend it, but then he gets 70% of what you spent anyway.
Right. Well, he does the same thing. But we're not here to talk about his card habits. I told him yesterday if he spent the same amount of money that he spends at the shop on retail therapy on an actual therapist, he'd probably have a really good therapist.
Okay.
But you probably say the same thing about me. So
Are you W-2'd at the card shop?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What comes in on average from, I know this was everything included, but what comes in on average from that production company job?
On a good month, it's like $400 or $500.
Okay. And that was included in this?
No, because I didn't have anything come in last month from it.
When it does come in, though, are you setting a little bit of money aside? Because you're not in a bad income situation. You're in a pretty decent income situation. Good. If you're setting, because that self-employment from that income
Yeah.
itself, you'll want to definitely be saving up money on the side. Even if it's not that much, just don't want a big bill coming and you're not having money, because
I agree.
Also there's only $100 in your checking account. So if a tax bill came today, what would you do? You wouldn't.
Oh, well, the reason why my checking account stays low is because it's passing through for my credit card payments. So all of my bills except for my mortgage and my car payments.
You're in, I think, honestly, in a very, very long time, kind of in the most insane credit card debt I've seen.
I would agree.
Why the possible at 25, only halfway through your 20s, business owner makes good income. Why are you in tens and tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt with insane minimum monthly payments?
Yes. I think you're looking at the business card right there, right?
Oh, yeah.
600 and something. Yeah. So last year I bought a house. Is in October. And before that, my girlfriend and I were not merged in our finances. And I was doing fairly well. I was putting like $400 or $500 a week into savings, and just like doing fun things, throwing money at the production company so that we could do fun events and videos. Okay. And once we got into the house and merged finances, I didn't adjust.
Well, why are you guys fully merged?
We are fully merged.
No. Why are you guys fully merged?
Oh, because we live together.
That's not how it works.
Well, we're planning on getting married next year.
Oh, okay. Planning on getting married next year. Why aren't you guys engaged? Doesn't matter in this situation, but
great question.
All right. So
that's a me thing, not a her thing.
I don't know. It's a little risky to combine finances before legal protections around marriage.
Yes,
like
yes.
That.
Well, that, and we didn't have a discussion about finances before we merged, and so he was spending the way that she likes to spend, and I was spending the way that I liked to spend, while I was making full payments on my credit cards and taking trips with the card points that I was getting, and with the adjustment for getting into a mortgage, which was 3 times the price of the rent that I was paying, and merging finances and not having the discussion.
I don't have a statement for your mortgage. What's your mortgage?
The mortgage is $21.75 a month.
Yeah, I mean for the income, but that's just your income though.
Yeah. Well,
what's the overall mortgage balance?
The mortgage balance left, I think I wrote it down. Hold on 1 second. The balance on the mortgage is $246,746.91.
What's the house worth right now?
$258. Yeah,
it's not.
No, it's not great at all.
Great of an equity position. How much did you put down?
We put 3%.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you both on the loan?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, geez, that's so fucking risky. That's so risky if a breakup were to come. And no one hopes for a breakup, of course not.
No.
And I don't even think that'll necessarily happen. You guys are planning on getting married, but you never know what can happen.
I understand.
That is a situation to get into. What's the interest rate on that thing?
It is 5.99%.
Oh, so 6%. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie.
Yes.
So why'd you, again?
So.
Why?
The business credit card one, that's for the production company. I added that in there because when it doesn't make money, I'm responsible for paying that.
Paying what?
The credit card.
Oh.
And that happened because when I was in a good spot.
So is the business on this? Are you on this card? Is your business partner on the card? What's up with this card?
So I own the production company full out. So I'm the only one legally responsible for it.
You said it brings in on a good month $500?
Yes.
The interest that's accrued on this card is $500 on a monthly basis. In the business,
right?
How do we have a $21,690 balance on a business that brings in on a good year $6,000 according to your numbers?
Yes. So I was paying those payments out of pocket.
What even was the $21,690 though?
I started getting into live streaming and wanted to make a bigger jump because it was doing really well. And we bought a bunch of equipment. And then after I bought $3,000 worth of equipment that was ready to pay that off, this was back in 2012, 21, I was dipping my toes into crypto mining. This is where I'm going to get judged.
Don't dip. No dipping. You don't need to dip.
Yeah. And it felt like a very comfortable dip for a little bit. And then it very quickly became a not very comfortable dip. And I got my coworker into it as well.
Balance on a business credit card.
Because I bought the equipment on the credit card.
What equipment is $21,690?
Graphics cards.
Oh,
really nice ones.
Kill me.
Yeah. That one. So what happened there? What the is
so you got
I got 2 graphics cards. One that I fully paid off in cash, and then the other one that I put on the card.
Okay, there's what 4090 is not $21,000.
The 3090s at the time were really hard to get a hold of, so they were like $3,000 a piece.
No, but you don't get them because they're not worth $3,000.
You're absolutely correct. They're not. Not especially not anymore. And I got my coworker in the time, I was telling him about all of this, and he dipped in 20 grand for himself, not from my business, from his own thing, getting a bunch of graphics cards. And I was like, hey man, you should probably slow down. This isn't a great idea.
For crypto mining?
Yes. Yeah. And then
again, this is your production company business card. This makes no sense to me. This makes no sense.
Yes, I fucked up. And that one is really, really on me for that. And that's why I am also fully responsible for paying off that card.
When did you realize you f***ed up?
About the time that Ethereum crashed.
Okay, and when was that?
8 months ago.
So you realized you f***ed up 8 months ago, yet you only have about $300 you can spend on this card before it's maxed out.
Correct.
What did you do in the last 6 months, my dude?
So when we merged finances and moved into the house, I redid the budget because the budget was really tight at the time because I wasn't making what I make now. And we, on average, had about $300 or $400 left over in a month. And then the credit cards kept on climbing up. And a couple months ago, after really trying to push for it.
Though you budgeted.
Right. When I was budgeting, and this is the important lesson that I learned here, is when you're budgeting, include interest on whatever's not been paid off yet, because the interest was making it so that any time that I was trying to pay anything off, I wasn't actually paying anything off. I was just climbing myself into more debt.
You don't try to get out of a bunch of the debts at once. You focus on one at a time.
Yes.
And then you minimum monthly payment on the others.
Yes.
Whether you're avalanching or snowballing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. So 3 or 4 months ago, I really hunkered down and gotten this. That's why I have this budget that I sent. And started actually hey, this is a problem. Sat down with my girlfriend and went, hey, we have a really big problem, a really big problem.
Yeah.
Yes. And I showed her and I said, look, we have to pay all of this off. That we didn't just have that. We had the mortgage, we had the car payment, we have a couple of Affirm loans.
Okay, so what did you do?
We started budgeting better. Better, I say. I know you have your notes, and that's why I'm here. We started budgeting better and really hunkering down. I got into therapy and got her into therapy too. And
always good.
Yes, and my therapist encouraged me to get myself a better wage because I was not getting paid what I was worth at the time.
But just okay.
Yeah.
Just stop for a second, because you laid out your budget. We'll put that on the screen. Okay, so we have auto insurance, car payment, gas, internet, utilities, food. What's food? Is that groceries?
Food is everything from fast food to groceries. Yeah.
Okay, $700, but for 2 people, it's not insane.
Yes.
Mortgage, pets. Michael spending $0.
I just recently redid that. It was at $200 as well, but I brought it down.
Her spending at $200.
Yes.
Gym, reasonable, lawn, pest therapy. Okay, that's fantastic. But in here, in your reality, I mean, first of all,
yeah.
I want to thank today's sponsor, Opus, and this is an exciting one because you could win $1,000. And here's how it works. Opus Clip is an amazing AI tool that will turn any of my videos into a series of viral clips in just a single click. All you have to do is head to the description below and just grab the URL from any of my episodes, then head to opus.pro and sign up for a free account, paste the link, and get a bunch of clips with just 1 click. 2 weeks from today, I will be handing out prizes to whoever has the most views on their YouTube Shorts or TikToks. First place prize is $500, second place prize is $300, and third place prize is $100. Then I'm running it back for a second round so that everyone has a second chance to win. And then finally, after the second round, whoever has the most views overall they get $1,000. The only rule is that you must tag my TikTok/YouTube channel and put YouTube Caleb Hammer and hashtag Opus Clip Takeover in the video description/comments of your post. And make sure you put your Instagram handle in your comments or description so that I can contact you if you win. Good luck to everyone, and thanks to Opus for sponsoring this episode. All transportation together was $777. That doesn't come close to anything that would make sense in here.
Yes.
Car insurance and gas and
my car insurance.
payment, actually.
My car insurance was at $240 a month, and then last month, because it was renewing, they tried to increase it to $350, and I shopped around for a little bit and got it down to $83. And one of the things that you may or may not be too happy about is that I paid the 6 month all at once for the new plan. So it's like $600 for the 6 months.
Wait, why would I be upset at that? Sometimes that makes the bill lower.
It does. It did make the bill lower. That's why I did it.
Why would I be upset at that?
Because I'm also accruing interest on the credit card payment for the whole payment I did.
10% of your spending, first of all, not included in here, $810, which was not included in your budget, goes into the business and you're barely getting anything from it. Okay,
Right.
cool. And then he spent 7% on eating out.
Yep.
Miscellaneous extra 7%. Subscriptions, almost 3%. Other large purchases, some other large thing like toxicology, probably have to do that. There's United. Certainly wasn't to come here because
No,
it
it
was
was not.
close. Lawn care and some Casper sleep thing and pet watch, vet.
Oh, you got
Evie,
all of the big bills on there. Those were me
Flight
paying
camp,
off a bunch of firm bills.
Cable and Chewy and $264 of Amazon spending. Yeah, that was all 20% of your spending. 20% of your overall spending was those few things that I just said.
Yes.
Because the payments were that big. 20% of your spending, $1,566, not including your budget. So, okay, 3 months ago, you made a budget. Awesome, congratulations. It only matters if you follow it. You clearly didn't, and this was your most recent statement. So, again, you've realized these things. You budgeted. Why possibly are you only $300 away from hitting a $22,000 credit limit on a credit card? If you were budgeting the last 3 months, this card would have had more progress on it, and we certainly wouldn't have been spending $61.42 on purchases on it.
I've been snowballing debts. So I paid off a couple of loans. The Casper was a mattress that we had bought. I paid that off completely. The Fight Camp was a bit of like gym equipment that I bought for myself. I paid that off completely. The rest of it, you're absolutely right. Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. And what we don't do on a card, even if we're snowballing, if we're in that system, we're not spending money on it. And yes, these are business expenses.
Yeah.
And yes, you can write them off. But if we're not paying off the card, if we're not even coming close to paying off the card, and you have insane interest accruing it on a monthly basis, and you're almost at the max, we put these in a business checking account is where it gets paid for, my dude. So you're not adding to a balance that gets $4,000 sucked away from you this year so far from your business. That makes what was it again? $6,000 a year. Yeah, $4,000 this year so far has been sucked from that business. It's going to be $5,000 by the end of the year, if not more, at a 24.49% interest rate.
It is a problem.
Stop this. Stop these payments. Put them on a business checking account.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have your mortgage, we have your business card, and here's just another insane one. Now this is just
that is her card.
Her card. Now she's not here. Do I have access to her spending accounts? Oh yes, because
it's all through my Chase account. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So this was a card that we got as soon as we got into the house, because she was.
She got.
What she got? Yes, it's
only
in
her name, correct?
Yes, it's just in her name.
Okay, then she got.
And I encouraged her to do it so that we could start getting points on that one. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And I didn't have any access to see it. I just was making the payments on it every month. And then as soon as I saw it, it was bad.
As soon as you saw it, you didn't have access to it. If your guys' money's combined, you're sitting down on a monthly basis and going over what the accounts look like, what the spending was, what the budget was, and what next month's budget is. Yeah.
And we do that now.
Good.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. As soon as I saw it jump from 4,000 to the 8,000 that you're seeing now, and I went, okay, I can't not take care of this anymore.
So this is $8,640.
Yes.
With a minimum monthly payment of $292.31.
Mm-hmm.
Death, insanity, death. $207 of interest lost on a month. $208 rounded by 1 cent. Whew, okay. $116 of purchases on here. It doesn't make any sense.
We got those switched over. Those aren't coming out of that account anymore. It's coming out of the one that we use
So you
day
fixed
to day.
it right before you showed up here? Because again, this was just this just happened. This is like a couple
It did
weeks
just
ago.
happen. Yes.
Amazon. And this is her, and she went to your shop and spent money there.
It's a popular place.
Amazon, some snack vending machine. Lovely.
Yes.
We need to do that. I don't know what SE40523 is. Maybe it's gas.
That's
I'm
gas.
Not sure. Only $9 of gas?
Is it in Bernie? Does it say Bernie on there?
Yes.
Okay, then she was getting food at the gas station. Taquitos.
Okay. On a card that we can't pay off. On a card that's losing interest. Kill me now.
I have
don't know how else to react.
I have been making her lunches every day now so that she stops going.
What? She
on her
can't make
lunch break.
herself lunch? She's not a responsible adult?
I make it because I love her.
That's fair. I can support. Look, 100% support that. $1,148 has been sucked from her existence
Yes.
and all y'all's future this year so far in interest at basically a 30% interest rate. Now we have a Chase Sapphire card.
That is the main one then.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Only you are on this?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one where all the bills come out of too.
$8,152. Why? Why would bills come out of a credit card if you're
Yeah,
not paying
I
it
knew
off
this.
again?
I knew
Stop
this
with
was
this. You're
coming.
fucking with me. Are you memeing on me?
I'm not. What is the balance on that at that point?
8,152. What's it at now?
It is at 4,643.
And our bill's still on it?
My bills are still on it.
That doesn't make sense. If there's that, we lost $138 of interest on this, which means you're losing still about $75 on it a month, even if that balances.
Yes.
We're not putting bills on it. It doesn't happen. The minimum monthly payment of $219, it's probably at what? Like $150 now, something like that?
Oh yeah, but I'm making more than this is the first one that's getting paid all the way off. Well, second one that's getting paid all the way off. The first one I think I had left here.
Bills. We put bills on here is the words he said. Bills is what we put on here. F you, bills. Not bills.
Oh,
Do you know what pink means? It means bullshit. It means you don't need to be buying bills. I put bills on here. Whataburger, Heroes Hideout. So PayPal and something. Positive Vibes, McDonald's, Brew House, Ramen, Little Caesars. Your Shop, Tacos, Super Groupies. Your Shop, Raising Cane's, Uber Eats. Your Shop, Something Watches, and Sonic, and Amusements. Your Shop, Michael Stores, Sonic, PayPal and out. Oh, Blizzard, something. McDonald's, Sonic, Amusements. And we got some taquitos and Alamo Draft House or something, or Alamo something. And you're in San Antonio, so maybe it's the actual Alamo. I don't know. Sonic Drive-In, Your Shop, Amusements. You do this amusement thing every second of your life. Barnes and Noble, Your Shop, Nyax, Amusements, Casper Sleep. Why is there $144 from Casper Sleep? Because you didn't get a mattress. What is this?
it was pillows.
You didn't have pillows?
We did. They were just 3 years old.
Okay. Oh my god. Well, I guess I don't know what the average person's supposed to do, but I slept.
I didn't either.
Until literally
I didn't either.
just recently. I think I had the same pillow since I moved into college maybe even like through high school until just recently. But I don't know if that's what people are supposed to do.
I was told
Probably
it was
not.
really bad for your skin.
It
That's
probably
why
is.
went
Well,
for
I mean,
it.
I change my pillowcases constantly, but
yeah. Wash mine like.
no, I
once
mean,
every
I
couple
probably get it
weeks.
wrong. But you definitely went and got expensive.
They're expensive.
pillows.
Yeah, it was for 2 pillows.
Pet watch tacos.
Pet Watch is the pet insurance.
Why are you getting charged so much all the time?
Is it all the time?
I don't know, $14, $15 there, $100 there.
Oh, yeah. I need to get that checked out. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Your Shop, McDonald's, Sonic, Your Shop, Sonic, McDonald's, Uber Eats, Your Shop, Sonic, Taco, Sonic, Your Shop, USPS. I mean, that can be okay. McDonald's, Torchy's, Chinese diner, Watch Gang, Your Shop, Tacos, McDonald's. You're killing me. You're ruining me. You're destroying my existence right now. McDonald's, Chipotle, Your Shop, Five Guys, HBO Max, Amusements, Avene. $503 of interest charges this year so far. Sucked to me $95 in interest in fees so far this year. Mm-hmm. And this is at 24%, 23%. Bills, these are not bills. These is, again, I want to make sure it doesn't show any personal information before I show it again. Okay, so two pages. Mm-hmm. Pink lines are bull. Pink lines are bull. These are not bills. So do you want to correct what you said?
Some of the bills are on there.
And then the rest is you're just around.
Yeah,
99% you're just around.
So my spending was at $200 a month, and then I was bad at spending, so I cut it down.
If you have cut it down, this was like 2 weeks ago. This was like 2 weeks ago. So no, we didn't cut it down. You're like, okay, you know you're coming on the show, so we act good for a week. Like, no, I don't count that. So why are we going out to eat, and why are we spending that much money, and why are we going crazy? Again, 7% was on bullshit food and other miscellaneous bullshit. An additional 7%. Mm-hmm. Most of it on there, some on a checking account to come, but not much. Why are you doing that if we have this really bad debt and you decided it's really bad? You decided 6 months ago, oops, I made a decision. Why are we eating out every single second of our life if you know you want to get out of the debt, especially for the sake of your business? You have employees to take care of now.
Multiple. It's a mix of poor time management and laziness. About half the time I'll make something at home, but I'm working from 9 in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, and then I'm working the other times.
Food every day.
I do.
Make double. Not make double, make double.
Damn, new shirt.
I'm afraid if I made a new shirt, you'd go spend money on a credit card and buy it.
I very intentionally, this is a funny little side bit real quick. Greg said that we should have gotten the taquito shirts before we came here. And I told him that you said very specifically, do not do that if you're in debt.
You're absolutely damn right.
So if you're in debt, don't buy the taquito shirt.
Absolutely not. You would have ruined me. You already have. American Express Gold Card. Your version.
Yes, that is my gold card.
I'm having heartburn. I need to eat a ton like crazy. It's the ranch chips that we had. For 1 second, now I'm on this bad boy.
No worries.
On here we have $14,191 with a $414 minimum monthly payment. These minimum monthly payments are stacking up and they are insane. They are drowning you. $275 in interest stolen from you. $1,000 of purchases on a card that's $800 from being maxed out. Why are we putting $1,000 on? Dude, you're killing me. I don't know. Again, yes, sure, you may have corrected things for a couple of weeks, but you decided 6 months ago that things were fucked up. Yes. And you're walking in 2 weeks old statements, and I'm seeing this. What am I supposed to think, man?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get some better strategies.
Amazon, some Apple payment, Amazon, join fight camp. Oh my gosh.
That got canceled too.
Cable good. Funimation Productions, I'd cancel that.
I did. I canceled all of those too.
I'd cancel.
That one also got canceled.
Amazon, Disney Plus, I'd cancel.
Yes, the Disney Plus I don't think did, but
Brewhouse. Once Ashoka's done, you can cancel it. Brewhouse, Kindle, Apple, Amazon, Dropbox. If that's for business, put it in your business checking, dude.
That one needs to move.
Amazon. I'm glad you're taking notes. So I do appreciate that. Patreon. I'm sorry, buddy.
I cut the Patreon out too.
Good. Because you don't give people money right now. You get out of debt, then you can do that.
Yes.
Amazon, Apple, more Funimation, Stylist Summits.
Stylist Submits. That's my friend's thing that I support.
No supporting. You support yourself, and then you support more in the future when you're in a better position. MoviePass, you don't need to be doing it. I know, yes, it saves money than more tickets, and I know you're big into film and all that good stuff. You can't afford it right now, so it's not a thing.
All right, MoviePass.
And all these Apple subscriptions or payments you got, because I don't know where they're going, you got to stop. Oh, this one's at a record store, so
yeah, I stopped the Apple one's the only one that's currently there is Apple Music, and it's because I pay for a family plan, and a couple of my friends are on it.
Wash? Is that a car wash subscription?
That is a car wash
canceled, correct?
We talked about this one.
Okay,
it did not get canceled.
Now. It is now. Little Caesars, Amazon, Uber One canceled. So you have a car, you can get places.
Yeah. Yes.
$1,471 on this card alone has been squeezed from you this year. What are we at? $5,000-$6,000 has been squeezed from your existence this year so far.
Yep.
Total fee is $250 as well, and 24.24% interest rate.
Death.
It's so stupid. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, first of all, let me be very clear.
Yeah.
Before we get into the checking accounts, you're not a credit card person, and you know this. If you know this, chop it up, remove it from your auto pays, and remove it from your Apple Wallet, all that. Remove it. You cannot have access to this, dude. You can't, because you have access to it. You go and you spend all your bullshit eating out minimum once a day on it. That can't be a thing. Because even if you continue that bullshit, I hope you don't, it's at least go into a checking account where you're not going to be accruing interest on the new balance that you're putting on a credit card. You're not a credit card person. That's fine. The vast majority of people aren't. Cut them up, take them, remove them from their accounts, pay them off, close the accounts. Done. Forever.
Done.
Checking account. And you're like, okay, this is a pass through to pay for. Well, actually, I don't have your car statement. So you have a card debt, correct?
Yes, I have the information for it right here, though. So
what's your car?
It is a 2023 Toyota Camry.
So you got a new car? I love Toyota Camry, but why'd you get a new car? You're not in a position to
it
get
is
a new
September.
car?
Before that, I wasn't driving a car.
Okay.
Well, I was driving a car, but I was driving a car that my dad owned, and then he gave it to
Lovely.
somebody else.
Why'd you get a new car?
Because at the time when I was... At the time when I wasn't in a bunch of debt, it made more sense to
You weren't
take
in a bunch
the
of
new
debt
car.
in September?
September.
All this has come from September?
In
In 1 year?
except for the business one, but yes.
Even still, all
Yeah, the
that
rest of the
came
credit
from
card
a
debt
year?
came from a year.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. I'm scared for what will happen from here from a year on.
I'm hopeful.
What's the balance
We'll
on
get
this
there.
car?
The balance on the car is $28,052.27 at 3.5% interest.
Oh, that's okay. The interest rate's okay. Minimum monthly payment and the term.
$515, and it is a 6-year loan.
No, okay, you broke it. You broke the rules, man.
I know it's supposed to be
If
3.
you get a car, I mean, come on, it has to be.
I also didn't put anything down on it.
Yeah, I was gonna
This
say
is before I learned the rule.
20% down or
Yeah.
something. Has to be 3 years and has to be less than 8% of your
Yeah.
income. So you're killing me. At least for the money guys, and I love the money guys.
I learned about them recently because of you.
They're great.
They are really good.
Highly
They're really
recommend
great.
them to everyone. Absolutely, and they're coming down here soon. I'm excited.
Oh, awesome.
$102 in a checking account. That's a scary balance. It's a terrifying balance.
Yeah, I don't currently have any things.
Okay, but this is your checking. What if a payment happens?
I balance the payment. So the mortgage payment and the car payment, I make sure that there's a balance in the account for when those go through. Otherwise, I put as much as I can towards the credit cards.
This is crazy. Affirm.
That should have been right before I paid it. If it's a big,
Is it done?
If it's a big amount, they're done. Yeah, they're
Oh,
all
thank goodness.
dead.
No more. No more.
They're
You're
all
borrowing.
dead.
You're borrowing to exist. No more. Because affirm. American Express, and there's your Toyota payment.
Mm-hmm.
And there's affirm. We spent hundreds and hundreds. So 543, 500, 115, 368, and 900 to affirm.
Yeah.
For what? What did you affirm?
Oh, those were just individual payments through the month to get rid of the rest of the.
What did you affirm though?
Oh, it was the gym equipment for my house.
Gym equipment. Just go to a gym. You have a gym
We have the
subscription.
gym. Yes, we have the gym subscription, and the mattress, which are both paid off now.
You're making me sweat. I don't know if it's warm in here or I'm stressed or both.
You're making me sweat.
Maybe it's warm in here then. This is the business account, isn't it?
Which one? Oh no, that Randolph Brooks is another personal account of mine.
I don't have the business checking account.
No, the business checking account stays at like $100.
Do you guys have employees?
Just that one.
Oh, what about the card shop? Though?
The card shop has 8 employees, but that's all separate. That takes care of itself.
The other. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is another checking account of you.
Yes.
So 762 on here is pretty good, and mostly it's just sending things around. It wasn't anything crazy here.
Yeah. I split my income into.
God, you mentioned beforehand that you didn't have a statement, but you have student loans as well.
I do.
Yikes.
You'll be. Yeah, it's yikes until it's a little bit not yikes. So I went to college for a semester and then I dropped out. It was like $1,500 of student loans.
Okay.
At the time, I could have paid it off, but because it was the oldest thing on my credit and I was trying to build my credit, I made the minimum $50 payments a month. And then they got deferred. It is $14, $13, and 85 cents. So $1,413.85.
Okay. So we made a little bit of progress, not much, but $50 minimum payment starting again next month.
Correct.
You ready?
Yes.
Have you set up recurring?
Yeah, I already did.
Good lad.
They even sold it to a new company, so I had to make a whole new account.
It's probably like 4%?
Oh, it's 3.55.
Is that it? Is that the end of the debts?
That is the end of the debts.
What's her income? Because you have her debt in here, and you're acting like a married couple.
Her income is, on a monthly basis, $25.64. Yeah, $25.64.
Poster free.
That's after taxes. That's what hits the account. So we have about $9,000 coming in every month.
Okay, so I would never tell anyone to budget to go, have combined accounts and be on each other's debts like a mortgage and stuff like that until we're married. You guys are already doing it, and I do situation to situation. That's very clear from this conversation, just your guys' relationship and wanting to get married next year. You guys aren't going to change that. So I would just go off of where you guys are, just so there's a better chance for you being successful in the end. So we will combine that income, even though I hate it. But again, I would rather you be more successful in the end than not. I would separate it if I were you for now, but again, doesn't seem like that's going to be a thing. $9,064. That is probably what comes in on a monthly basis.
That is about what I have, yes.
Debt, including mortgage. Let me add all these lovely minimums. With student loan starting and with my new estimated Sapphire payment and mortgage, $4,255 a month. Which, okay, so there's half our income gone, essentially.
Yeah, to debt.
Going to debt, 50%. Jeez. My gosh. Which is interesting. Okay. Utilities, internet. What's that for the household?
Utilities on a not hot Texas summer month average around $200.
It's always a hot Texas summer month. So what is it?
My water payment was about $50. Electricity was $200. And then internet's $70 because I get Google Fiber.
Okay. Phone bills?
Paid through the business. Through my dad's business.
Both of you?
No, hers is paid by her dad. Mine is paid by my dad's business.
How old is she?
22.
Okay. Car insurance, what's that again?
Car insurance went down to $83 a month, but I paid it all at once. But we still budget. Yes. Yeah. We budgeted in for $83 a month.
Okay. We spent on gas I don't think we could find it. How much do you spend on gas?
So I budget $200 a month for gas. And then my gas gets paid by my dad's business as a perk, and her gas gets paid by her dad because he understands our situation.
You guys are in an ultimate opportunity. Does he understand that you guys are overpaying off your debt?
No.
Then
he's going
he does
to
not understand your situation. No, now he's enabling your situation. Was what he's doing. No fault of his own.
No,
I mean, it's you guys.
He's a lovely man.
I'm sure that's lovely. How much is in Yoda saving? Yoda?
A Yada. So I had a Yada account thanks to Graham. And there was about $250 in there. And I took it out so I could pay off more debts.
So we have $0 in savings.
$0 in savings. I also had investment accounts, and I withdrew everything from those to help pay off debts.
Here's what we're doing: $500 a month for groceries for the both of you.
Okay.
We're meal prepping like crazy. It's meal prepped. It's meal prepped. It's meal prepped. Every single meal is meal prepped, probably twice a week. $500 a month for groceries.
500 it is.
Toilet paper, toothpaste, all that stuff. Makeup, blah, 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 $150 a month. Any other payments you guys must take care of?
The animals, if you want to not have that in groceries.
Yeah,
but if you do, that's fine. I budget $150 a month. It's not that, but I budget that just because of their medicines that come out every 3 months. Heart Guard, Brevecto, that kind of stuff. The $15 gym payment.
Oh yes.
Therapy.
Oh yes. How much?
For both of us, it's $413 a month.
413?
Yes, $413.
Okay. Anything else?
And then I pay a lawn guy in pest control.
No, you don't.
I knew this one was coming.
You do not. Pest control, I can accept. Lawn guy, no. What would it be for just pest control?
Pest control, they come out quarterly, and it comes out to about $40 a month.
Okay. I have a lawn guy. It's great. I want you to eventually. You don't have it when you have bad debt.
Got it.
Her parents are close?
So about 40 minutes.
Okay. You borrow a lawnmower once every 2 weeks. The grass doesn't grow right now anyway. Everyone's on restrictions anyway, so you don't need that.
I did put $200 in spending for her.
Nope.
This was one that I want to explain just a little bit before you cut it out. When we were talking about finances and I was starting to become a hard about things, it built a little bit of a rift between us because because she would go, "Hey, I need $15 for makeup," and I go, "No, you don't."
Well, remember, I gave you a makeup fund.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And so I came to $200 in spending for her, which was a no questions asked spending. Like she gets to, because I don't personally think, I understand that makeup is an important thing for her. I don't personally think that it's a necessary expense, and she does go overboard with it sometimes.
It's not, but I get it for self-confidence reasons, which is why I put it in the toilet paper fund.
Okay, then that is what we'll have it.
Now you guys go to therapy. You guys are getting married. Have you considered doing a potential copping out one of those sessions?
Yeah, we're going to. I talked with my therapist yesterday about
that'll help, because this is again, you guys are not combined, but again, I have to treat you like a married couple because you refuse to act any other way. So this is the only way to hopefully get you to a situation anyway. But whatever. Because of that, you guys have to approach these situations together. You can't be like, "This is what we're doing," because we don't. The marriage doesn't end. Well, it ends, but it doesn't go to a place that's good. And I'm sorry, she also can't have that. I was thinking that your budget was actually going to add up to less. Because of that, I'm actually going to redo the math because that felt high. But if it's where it landed, she certainly can't have that $200.
Okay.
We're going to try to get out of debt. Okay, there it is. Yes. I added it wrong the first time. So maybe, since makeup and stuff is in there, let's give her $100.
All right.
If you guys can get to a point where you guys are on the same page, both is enthusiastic about getting out of the debt, so you guys have a bright future together, sure, let's cut it. Okay. But again, person to person, nothing's ever one size fits all.
Right. Well, she has a lot of makeup allergies, and so she was constantly trying different things.
So $6,026 is what you need to survive on a monthly basis. That's it.
That sounds about right.
We're just going to say you have $3,000 left.
That is what I have too.
$3,000 left on a monthly basis. Lovely. So first 2 months, you guys are, first of all, we're following this budget. You weren't following this budget. Not even close. It was stupid. Okay.
Everything in checking
accepted it. That's okay.
Yes, sir.
So what we do from here, first 2 months, you set the money aside in a high yield savings account. You can use what you use. I use SoFi. Either way is fine. $3,000 and then $3,000 to $6,000. You have enough to survive for a month if something were to happen to either of your incomes. Lovely. So 2 months, we have a 1 month emergency fund. Oh man, your balances on these things are just ridiculous. Okay, so month number 3, we put it towards the Sapphire card. You're doing minimum monthly payments until you have that 1 month emergency fund, by the way.
Okay.
Minimum monthly payments, and we're putting the $3,000 towards the Sapphire card in month number 3. Then we're finishing it in month number 4, and we're putting what's remaining towards the gold card.
Hers or mine? Probably hers, right?
Hers.
The lower one?
Hers, if you're going to, again, act like it's a marriage, that's not real. And then after that point, it'll probably be about a $7,000 card. So again, we just finished month number 4, heading into month number 5, 300,000. It's going to take an additional 2.5 months. So okay. Halfway through 7. We'll call just to be conservative. We're entering month number 8 now. Gold card is done. What you guys have left over is getting much higher because the minimum monthly payments on these are crazy. Sapphire's gone. Gold card is higher. We now head on over to lovely old your gold card, of which will be, because nothing is being spent on it anymore, but the interest is still insane. Heading into month number 8, let's say it's $12,000 at that point. Divide that by the $3,500 you guys have left over at this point. It's going to take an additional 3.5, let's call it 4 months. So we just finished the year. Heading into the first month of the second year. Minimum monthly payments on the student loans until it's paid off. Car, at least it's a car that's going to last.
Oh, yeah.
You're driving this thing into the ground. I would minimum monthly payment until it's paid off. If rates ever come down again, I would actually get it on a 3-year loan, refinance it, but I don't want you to get a higher rate at this point. So we're minimum monthly payment on that, minimum monthly payment on the student loans until it's paid off because the rates are whatever. And I need you to, you don't have anything invested, do you?
I do. And in a Roth IRA, it's about $1,100.
Okay, so you have nothing invested. Because you're not going to retire off of that compound growing over the years. No. So we need you to start catching up on that because you're, at the point where we're heading into month number 2 or month number 1 of year number 2, you're over halfway through your best decade of compound growth. So we need you to start throwing monies in there.
Okay.
People always ask me, what high yield savings account do I use for my own money? Some of you know by now it's SoFi. I love them. It's great for my checking account needs. It's great for my high yield savings account needs. And right now I'm getting 4.5% interest on my monies. I love that rate on my monies. So if you want to get a great rate like that on your monies, just check out the link in the description below. I have a paid affiliate link there. You can get bonuses all the way up to $250, and I took advantage of that, and you should too. Blue business. It's going to be worth probably $17,000 around that time because the interest rate is death. And you have about $4,000 left on a monthly basis now, and hopefully incomes are increasing all throughout this. That's going to take about 4.5 months. Okay, lovely. So 1 year, 4.5 months, that's gone. The house, sure, you can refinance it if rates ever get lower than that eventually, but right now we're probably minimum monthly payment until it's paid off anyway. What you could do is just hit principal a little more. Yeah. At this time, let's do minimum monthly payments on the house, car, student loans, and let's take of the $4,000 you need now, about $4,000 to survive on a monthly basis, times that by 12. So 48. No. Sorry. Well, you are a small business owner, so I probably normally do want a small business owner to have a larger emergency fund. So you need $4,000 to survive on a monthly basis at this point because the debts have been cut aggressively. It's called $4,500. Times that by 9 months. That's $40,000, $500 minus the $6,000 you already have in there. So, okay, $34,500. Divide that by the now $4,500 you have left on a monthly basis. So an additional 8 months. So, okay, cool. This is a 2-year process from paying off the bad debts and having a fully funded emergency fund. Once you're there and you're 27, what I need you to do is 50, 30, 20. So we're doing the 50% on needs and max. I would have that lower if possible, but that's where you max it for your grocery and blah, 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 and everything, spending that are needs to exist. And then I need you to start throwing 20% of your money towards investments. Always max out the Roth IRA, and then probably throw the rest in your 401k options if you have those as well. And then 30% can be on money again, on fun. Other than her $100 that she gets, all this eating out and taquitos and going crazy eating out every second of your life and all these extra subscriptions, they don't exist for 2 years. You do free fun, or you included it in her $100 of spending. If she wants to go get Mickey D's for the 2 of you, utilize the parents, have the parents take you out. They sound like pleasant people, so get to meals with them. Yeah. Then at that point, what would I try to include in your need category? And you can, the $2,175 for your mortgage, I would just put that at like $2,500, or if you're feeling wild, $3,000.
All right. Yeah.
You just start to it. You'll pay it off early. You're hitting the principal a little more since this is 6%. And that's what I'm doing, because I ended up getting a newer house at, the rate that I wasn't thrilled with, kind of like you. So I'm throwing extra towards it, about an extra $1,000. So you can attack the principal at that point, but we have to wait until we're fully out of debt and we have a fully funded emergency fund. So then 50, 30, 20 from there. Yeah. That's what I would do. And I think as long as you actually do that and sacrifice now, you guys are young enough and you'll be married at that point. And you guys, she's also, your 50, 30, 20 is a household. So not just your income, but hers as well. I mean, you guys are going to retire multimillionaires regardless of what happens with your business. As long as
because this doesn't account any extra from those either.
Yeah, exactly. Or them going under. But if your dad's business goes under, that would be unfortunate, because that is your very much primary income. What does she do for a living?
She currently works for the technology department of the school district.
Very cool.
Yes.
So that's what I think. I think you've been around.
Absolutely.
And you haven't been focused. And because of that, you need to take 2 years to clean up your. This is a crazy amount of debt, but I think you're in fortunate enough situations together, you and your girlfriend, where you can get out of it much quicker than the normal person would get out of it. So be thankful when it comes to that. I think this would take aggressively for the average American 5 to 6 years to do.
Yeah.
So be happy it's only 2. Sacrifice the 2 years and you guys will retire multimillionaires if you follow this.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I appreciate that.
Any final thoughts?
I think you hit everything pretty much on the head. Definitely need to switch everything to a checking account. We were talking about that before I came, and decided not to do it until after we got your thoughts on it. Even though I pretty much figured you were going to say that. No, I think you got it.
For Michael, that has to be some of the worst credit card debt I've ever seen. When it comes to his Hammer financial score, spending in a budget, 2 out of 10, it was bad. It was all going to bullshit, continuing bad habits. That was rough. His debt, 1 out of 10. It's only giving him a 1, not a 0, because there's no IRS debt or collections, but still, that is absolutely horrendous credit card debt, 1 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's nothing, 0 out of 10. Retirement, he just started. It's basically nothing. It's certainly behind where I'd want him to be, 1 out of 10. Real estate, he actually does have a house. It's a little risky because his girlfriend, not wife, is also on the mortgage, and they only have a 3% equity position. And the real estate market has been questionable this year so far. So who even knows if they have equity in the home actually? So and I'm giving that a 3 out of 10. Hammer financial score overall 1.5 out of 10. Make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. They are what I use or would use in specific situations. If you want to be in an episode of Financial Audit and you're able to make it down to Austin, Texas, fill out the survey in the description below.